Yo, what's up guys, it's Remy here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a video giving you guys my opinion as to what are the best weapons that are free for each class. But by this I mean either vendor or bought with Warface dollars in the shop. So this is my opinion, and it is shared by many people, but there are some people who prefer some other weapons, so I will be going through some alternatives to these weapons in my opinion. But with that being said, let's get right into this. First class will be Riflemen, and without a doubt, I think the best free rifle is the Gray AR-15. They changed the name a little while ago, but this weapon is very good. Sometimes I even prefer it over the ARX. That's just my opinion. It is a very solid weapon. Nice headshot damage, nice recoil. It pretty much goes straight up, which I can show you in the safe house. Very easy to control. Literally just pull down. After using it for quite a while, it basically just becomes unnoticeable. But yeah, it's great. It has a custom flash guard, which decreases muzzle flash, and then improves accuracy by 25%. So it is great. It's definitely the one you want to use. But yeah, with that being said, wide gray, definitely the best in my eyes if you are not looking to give any of your hard-earned money to this game. But if I had to pick a second weapon, I would definitely have to go with the VHS, which I don't have unlocked yet, but I do have the Kiwi edition, and this is definitely a favorite for a lot of people. You have the custom scope, which is very neat. It's a sniper scope, so you don't put any scope on it, and you have a sniper scope, which is very cool. I'm not a huge fan of it. I personally would use the red dot, and I have not used this weapon much, but it is a good weapon. I've seen many people use it and do well with it, so definitely a good weapon to use if you once again do not want to give any any money to the game. This is earned from vendor points, the same as the Y Gray as well. If you take a look here, they're both quite hard to get, so you're definitely going to have to grind a lot to get both of these. You know, it would help if you put some money into the game actually to get VIP and or Mega VIP, but it's still doable without that. So that is why I classify it as a free weapon. You can get it without putting any money to the game. But that is the Rifleman class. Those two weapons are definitely my favorite. But moving on to the medic class, you're going to be having the Saiga HGC Custom. Now this weapon is once again a vendor weapon, and it's very good. You know, I've been sniped by it quite a few times, honestly, I'm not going to lie. It has a custom silencer, which actually eliminates sound and attack direction and improves accuracy by 30%. So that means the spread will be a lot less, but it also does have a downside as it decreases the damage by 30%, but it's still not that noticeable, I'm not gonna lie. The damage output is still pretty great with this on. And then you have the basic sights. But yeah, great weapon, honestly. Good rate of fire, good damage, good clip size, and it's pretty much all you could want in a shotgun. But that is the vendor weapon, I guess you could say. Right there, it is unlocked pretty much to the same area as the VHS and the Saiga and legendary department. But if you do not want to wait to unlock that and you just want to buy it with Warface dollars, then I would suggest the Sidewinder Venom. This shotgun is actually very good. On paper, the stats are worse than the Saiga, but still, I mean, it feels very solid, and you do have a lot of cool attachments. Now, you have two of these attachments for the rail. One of them improves accuracy and one of them increases RPM. So depending on how you like to play, you can pick whichever one. I personally would pick the accuracy one, so you can get some more one shots. And then also you do have a customizable scope, not a customizable scope, but a custom scope. But personally, I would still go with the advanced reflex sight. I've used this shotgun actually in the past on the Russian server whenever I would scrim with my old team, and you know, it gets the job done. If you don't want to put money into the game, it's a great alternative for some of the pay-to-win weapons, I guess you could say, like the Mag 7. But that is it for the medic class. Those are my two top weapons. Now moving on to engineer, and a lot of you saw this coming. A lot of you had to have seen this coming. The best, the best free-to-play weapon for the engineer class, and possibly in the whole game, I'm not even gonna lie, is the Uzi Pro. I don't have the actual Uzi Pro unlocked as far as far as I think, yeah, I don't have the normal one unlocked. So I did actually put some money into the game and get the Santa Hog in the random boxes, but it is still achievable from the vendors as always. It seems that's a pattern we're seeing here, but there it is. It's the last item I'm unlocking. Very unlucky, but this weapon is absolutely insane. I mean, 73 damage, 10 range, 900 RPM, and all those other stats. 36 clip size, which is nice because of the RPM being so high, but do not let that 10 damage fool you. This weapon has amazing damage drop off. I mean, I often get outgunned by this gun across the map when I'm using an ARX and he's using the Uzi Pro and we're both shooting to the body. I mean, it's absolutely unreal. And when I say across the map, I don't mean literally. I just mean at long distances, medium to long distances. This weapon is an absolute beast. And keeping it true to the last few weapons, it does have custom attachments, and actually every single section has a custom attachment. You have this fast 1.3x zoom scope, which is very, very cool. It's actually a red dot basically with a circle around it, not a full circle, and then the red dot's actually large. It's pretty big, but it is not a big deal whenever you get into the game. It's still very, very nice. Oop, I did not mean to do that. And then also you have the muzzle and rail attachments. Now, muzzle default, you have the suppressor, which is actually used to decrease damage drop and improve penetration. This is pretty much the most used attachment, but when you are feeling sneaky, you can go ahead and pop on the silencer, which eliminates sound and attack direction and improves accuracy as well. But it does decrease damage, and that is in red font, and that is not slightly or lightly decreases damage. I mean, that is straight up decreases damage, so you won't be melting people as fast, but you still do have the advantage of being quiet and not showing up on the radar. So you can choose which one you want from there, but also on the rail you have one grip that lightly decreases recoil, improves accuracy, and is not applied in prone, so that means the spread and the hipfire will be better, but also the other one will decrease recoil more than the other one, and then it lightly improves accuracy. So depending on what you like to do more, obviously hip firing, this would be better, and then aiming in if you do have trouble controlling the recoil, which doesn't make sense to me because this thing has very little recoil. I mean, this would be barely slowed down. Absolutely unfortunate. And the reload speed isn't even that bad either. If you pop on some fast reloading gloves as well, I mean, that's very, very quick. So yeah, great weapon all around, and I'm not even sure if I picked out a secondary free weapon for the engineer class, but I can just check the vendors real quick. You do have the H&K MP5A5 custom, but that is not that great. Some people still like to use it, but it's just nothing compared to the Uzi Pro. If I check in the shop real quick, you do have the Brother MX4 Storm, the PP2000. All these weapons are decent, but like I said, none of them even come close. Obviously the Chris Super V is pretty solid as well. But yeah, I mean, if you're playing engineer, if that's one of your favorite classes, and you like to play the game for free, you know, not putting any money to it, then the Uzi Pro is the way to go. Absolutely OP weapon, just absolutely unreal. But now moving on to the sniper class, I'm gonna have two snipers for this section, I guess. So the best one on paper is actually the Accuracy International AT308, which is once again a vendor weapon. That is the wrong page. What am I doing? There it is. See, it is in the legendary section alongside these other weapons. It is a bolt action sniper. It does have great damage, decent RPM, great range, good clip size as well, 10. And once again, it keeps it true to all the other weapons as having a custom scope, just a custom scope, and it's a 4.7 times zoom. But it also zooms in quickly. If you don't like that, you can still go to the 5x fast zoom, but it just depends on what you like. And what I like about this sniper is you can use a silencer on it. It does decrease damage quite a bit, so you will be getting some hit markers, but still, I mean, I think it is a great sniper. It's free to use as well. You just have to unlock it through vendor. But if you do not want to grind all the way to unlocking that, then a great shop weapon for Warface dollars is the Orsis T5000. Actually, this weapon is absolutely amazing. I've used it many times. I've actually used it in scrims before and done very well with it. And you know, it's quite usable. It does have some nice skins as well. You have the Amethyst skin from Rank, which I love. I adore this skin. It's very, very nice. But yeah, I mean, the only downside I can see to this sniper is the five bullets in the back, which is not a big deal. Obviously, you do have other weapons with the same stat, the Scout with 5 bullets. But I mean, you know, it like always one shots. That's the thing about this weapon. It's very, very similar to the Bushmaster, to where it does not get a hit marker. And I think even shooting through objects now will get you a one-shot kill. I believe they buffed it recently, and that may have been the change. I could be mistaken, but still, very, very common one-shot. Great weapon all around. And yeah, honestly, if you're going to buy it through Warface dollars, then I suggest the T5000. Unfortunately, you cannot buy it permanently. They made that update a long time ago, I believe, to where you can't buy these weapons permanently, but you can buy it for 30 days for 25,000 Warface dollars, which is quite expensive if you do not have Mega VIP and VIP and such, but it is still a nice choice. But those are the weapons for each class I suggest. Also, I'm going to be doing the pistol, and in my eyes, the best pistol is the M19 11A1, and this is a very interesting pistol. It does not have a scope attachment, it just has a muzzle, and aiming down is quite horrendous, so most of the time people just use it for hip firing, and it puts out a lot of damage, and very quickly as well. Very nice rate of fire. The downside is 7 bullets in the mag, but that is honestly my favorite vendor pistol, or shot pistol, excuse me. But for a vendor pistol, I do like the Cold Python Elite. This weapon is very nice. You can put these scopes on it, and it's in the pass. But yeah, it's quite similar to the R8, I guess. Obviously not as much damage and such, but it is a nice revolver if you do prefer that style of pistol. But with the pistol being done, let's move on to the melee weapon. And obviously this is no surprise here, it's going to be the Bowie knife, because I believe the katana is a credit weapon, if I'm not mistaken. But the Bowie knife, it's a great weapon. It looks very nice. It's quite huge, and I like the draw animation. It just flips it around your fingers, and then very, very nice attack speed, nice animations. I really like the right click on it. But yeah, nice range and damage and such. I mean, in the end, weapons, melee weapons won't really matter that much, but it's nice to have that as a backup if all else fails. But with that being said, guys, that is all I have. I hope you guys have learned a little bit about these free weapons, and have you know, picked out some favorite weapons of your own. And you know, it's going to be nice. Once again, if you don't want to give this game any money, you now have, in my eyes, some of the best weapons you can use and still compete at a pretty high level. But thank you for watching, guys. I hope you guys appreciate it. Once again, sorry for my voice. I am sick, and I just wanted to get this video out there because I've been thinking about it for the past few days. I know there are some people who definitely are wondering and asking questions as to what the best weapons are. A lot of people have figured it out, but for those of you who are new and looking for weapons, these are some great choices. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. I'm going to be making more guides and such in the future. I'm working on one right now that is going to be huge. It's going to have 4 sections, and I am just on the first section, not even really halfway to being done with that, and I am 2,000 words in on the script. So that's going to be a long video, but my main goal with that is to help you guys improve as much as you can. Really, I mean, it's going to be very, very thorough, and hopefully will help a lot of you people. But that is all for this video. Once again, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of this, and I will try to get some videos out to you. So thank you for watching once again, guys, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video.